Let's cross over to Yannis Koutsomitis, who's live for us in Athens. He's a political analyst and a Eurozone expert. Many thanks for joining us. Yannis, protests on the streets, the economy in trouble, nothing seems to have changed from a year ago. Has Tsipras actually achieved anything in the last year?
Well, Tsipras has achieved a new agreement with the Eurozone. A year ago, there was hard negotiations between the previous government and the creditors on how to complete the previous program. Tsipras' government was elected on a ticket to renegotiate the hard terms of austerity for Greece. Well, he didn't succeed very well with that negotiation, but right now Greece has a stable program for the next 3 years, has no financing issues for its debt for the next 3 years, but it has to endure some very severe austerity in the next few months and also pass through Parliament the pension reform, which will be very painful for large parts of the population. So it's a very crucial second year of negotiations with creditors for Mr. Tsipras after a very, very hard and very difficult first year of government.
But do the people of Greece actually understand that all this is necessary? I mean, the people are out on the streets protesting just like they were a year ago.
Well, not all parts of the population are against it. There is a large support for the government, still in favor of implementing the program. But the pensioners are the ones who will be severely hit by the new reforms, and the farmers who will be hit hard by new taxation and also by the pension reform as well. So we see some professions demonstrating, but my understanding is that large part of the Greek people are supporting the implementation of the program and the Greek government.
Okay, well, the other big issue, as we saw in that package earlier, is the migrant crisis. Greece has gotten into a lot of trouble with European leaders over the last year because they've criticised Greece for not doing enough to keep the migrants out. There's now even some talk of kicking them out of the Schengen zone. I mean, if that happens, that would be a disaster.
It will be a complete disaster because the northern neighbours of Greece are closing the borders in order to stem the flows from Greece to southeastern Europe and then to Central Europe. Well, I think Greece has only a few weeks' time in order to find a comprehensive agreement between the rest of the Schengen countries and also with Turkey in order to achieve some steady flows and also to have the hotspots, these centers of registration for the migrants and the refugees, in order to keep these flows at a more steady level. But it's a very crucial next 2 months for Greece in order to find a solution for this very difficult issue.
Yeah, difficult issue indeed. Yannis Koutsomitis, many thanks for giving us your insight into this issue.